So for a good couple, I would say like month or two, I've been really interested in buying up as many PS3 games from GameStop as I can. You know, I would say PS2, PlayStation 1, anything PlayStation related, get your hands on now. Of course, you know, you don't really have to look into, getting PS4 or PS5 games currently at the moment because there'll be so many in circulation. But in the upcoming, I'd say year and a half, PS3 games, PlayStation 2 games, and so on and so forth, they're going to be disappearing very soon. I just seen somebody post a copy of one of the NBA Street games on PS3, and I guess like they used to be like a $5 game that's currently gone up to like $50. There's games that go up in price just because of movies like Deadpool, Wolverine. Those are games that you guys should be getting your hands on if you haven't, or if you were able to get a chance to do it. But recently, I've just had a big fascination, not just with collecting the PS3 games because of, a scarcity or, some type of feeling like that. It's honestly been just trophies, like I know a lot of people, they're like, oh man, trophies don't matter, for gaming, all it is an experience. But for me, it's a way to showcase, what I've went through, It's a way to showcase how far I've gotten through a game. Anyone can put up a game and sit on the game for, an hour or two on the main menu and rack up the playtime. But when you look at somebody's trophies and you see how many missions they've done or side missions, or, if they're I will say for a lot of the early adopters, you must know a lot about the PlayStation 3 and their games. But for the people that are brand new and, trying to become collectors and didn't really have a foot in the door for, Nintendo games like the NES or SNES or, a lot of the old retro collecting. If you are into like getting trophies and, the same experience that I have with gaming nowadays, make sure that you read the copy of the game that you have. Read the back of the game that you have. It will tell you if it has trophies or not. My mistake that I had is I went into a GameStop and, I found a couple games that I enjoyed in the past. Let's say, for example, Assassin's Creed, 1, or I forgot what the other game was, but there are a couple games out there where they don't have trophies, like they were before the time of trophies or something like that. It's so weird. Assassin's Creed 1 on the Xbox 360, I'm pretty sure had achievements, but I don't know how that works. But make sure you are watching out for that, because you can be bamboozled into buying a game without trophies, and your whole point of collecting for the PS3 is to experience the trophies and, stuff like. Another good reason why you should buy into PS3 games at this very moment before 2028, or technically before 2027. You should buy into these games because now is the time that you can buy into PS3 games without having to break the bank. You can buy these games at $5 to $10 from GameStop, or even you can find them on Marketplace. People are just handing out games that'll eventually be up in price in the future. Now, I don't recommend, buying video games just for a reselling aspect. If you have a business model that is for reselling and that's what you plan to do with yourself, then by all means do what you got to do. But for myself in particular, I love to collect games. That's my hobby. I love collecting games. I love the physical aspect of a game and what is also included inside the game. Like, let's say Red Dead 1 or GTA 4, or GTA 5. GTA 5 has a map inside. Red Dead, I believe, has a map inside as well. Stuff like that is just so cool to me. So by finishing off this point that I'm mentioning, do not buy into games purely just because you think they're going to become valuable. Don't do that. If you're going to collect something you will enjoy, or, something that you can experience like it was the first time you ever had. I don't know, man. I'm just saying, love what you do, man. Love what you do. A big point I would say, ask yourself this. Before you go out and buy a game, ask yourself, would I still enjoy this game, or would I still play this game even if it didn't increase in value? One huge thing I would bring up if I was talking to somebody that's into, looking into being a collector, if they have never collected video games, or and if they're just getting interested in this hobby at the moment. Collect games that you're going to play. If it makes you want to hook up your PS3 to your TV and play that game, do it. Get that game. This is your entry level into getting into the hobby itself. Now, if you're a reseller, here's a little tip for you, because I like helping people of all sorts. If you're into reselling games and you're looking for something that's going to increase in value, a lot of the mainstream games aren't going to increase in value. Uncharted, The Last of Us, Assassin's Creed, Gears of War, those aren't going to increase in value. I would say the only way those would increase in value is if a movie comes out and it's popping, like Spider-Man. Spider-Man Brand New Day just came out, and people are jumping back on Spider-Man Remastered and Spider-Man 2. Those games increased in value because of the movie and the hype around the movie. Now, if you're curious to some of my most expensive games that I have collected already on the PS3, I would start off with X-Men Origins Wolverine. That's a big name one. We just had, I don't even know if it was popping off of Logan or it was something like that. But my next one, number 2, would be Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, Dante's Inferno, Jak and Daxter, and I would say my last one, if I had to give you one, was BioShock 1. But those really aren't big hitters. Wolverine's like 120, my biggest hitter, so far. Sly Cooper's $33, Dante's Inferno's $30, Jak and Daxter's $25, and BioShock is $15. And I really don't have much to say. This is a topic I wanted to speak on, but at this moment I have caught a flu, so I am feeling deadly sick. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Tell me down below in the comments what type of games you are looking for. If you're looking to be a collector, or if you're looking to just resell, or if you're looking to experience a game that you haven't seen in a while. One big game I would say that I'm truly dying to collect for right now. I'm trying to find a copy of GTA 4. Now you would think that's gonna be the easiest game to find. You're like, oh, I could just go down to my GameStop, it'll be right there. Man, I've looked far, up and down, left and right. Bro, GTA 4 it passes by me. I don't know what it is. It's honestly the best GTA game that has ever been made, story-wise. The story of GTA 4 with Nico Bellic, man, that is killer, man. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for right now. Let me know down below what you're looking for, what you're interested in, and let me know if you like this video. Share it to a friend, and I'm out, y'all. Real quick, 2 quick side notes that I just came up with on the fly while I was editing this video, man. The appreciation for the PS3 is going in through the roof. They just announced that they are shutting down the PS3 stores, so a lot of the digital games that you're going to come across, you can't come across. When did they say we're going to shut down? 2028 with the physical, when they stop doing physical releases, I think. Make sure you do your own research, because I'm really bad right now. I'm doing horribly. The PS3 is now officially retro. Physical media is becoming more important day to day, because they are canceling out physical media and want to move to an all digital future. Now, I know I've said this for the last 3 videos, but I cannot stress this enough. Get you some PS3 games. Get you some PS2 games, man. I know they don't have a digital store for PS2, but you never know what you could come across nowadays. You could find a game off the shelf and it was your childhood game, and you just like, yo, this is a $120 game that they got for $15. And I'm not even just saying GameStop. Go to your local mom and pop shops, because a lot of these people, they don't know. They're not keeping up. A lot of these mom and pop shops that are in my area, they're all moving a TCG or Pokemon related, battle card BS. I don't know. That's not for me, boy. I never understood that. But hey, to each their own, man. Everybody has their own little hobby, but all mom and pop shops around me are moving into Pokemon battles and stuff. They have Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. Besides the point. Get you some games before every other scalper, whoever gets them, and make sure you're happy with what you got. I'm out, y'all. Peace.